Live from Austin, Texas, with host Rosie Newberry. Local trends, shopping, and more. This is Studio 512.
The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Kissin' Makeup. Do you own a makeup palette where maybe a couple of colors are heavily used and some are never touched at all? Studio 512's makeup guru, Karen Helton of Kissin' Makeup, is here to talk to us about all of the colors available to us and maybe help you save some money in the process. We love her for this. Karen, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on, as always.
Of course. So first, the question that I wanted to ask you is, what's the problem that you see when people come into you and they say, here's my makeup bag, show me how to use what I've got inside of here, and you open up their makeup palettes?
So now I'm seeing more and more palettes. There was a trend for a little while towards eyeshadow sticks, made it real easy, but palettes are definitely coming back. They're easy to travel with, and I think people have this assumption they're going to take this with them and use all the colors. And what they do is they take one or two colors. And my goal is to kind of go over things, and hopefully you'll use all of the colors, if not at least a majority of them, right?
Yeah. Get your money's worth out of paying for that number of eyeshadows all together in one.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the first tip that you've got for us is to find your foundation shadows. And we're not talking foundation as in skin foundation, right?
No, we're not. So this could act as an eye primer, although I love Senna's eye primer. It's my favorite. I try a lot of things, but I always come back to that Senna eye primer. But if you don't have that, your foundation is going to be the light shadow. Goes from lash line, brow bone, all the way across. You want it to feel super silky. It's going to make it easier for you to blend, for it not to crease, and for it to stay on. So a foundation shadow would be something very light, like this one. Or if we go here, these are...
This is what I call them in my makeup palette is egg wash.
That's exactly. A lot of them are that color.
Kind of that like light ivory or cream color.
It just works to neutralize your eye. It helps the shadow go on better. And you could just use a liner with that.
Absolutely.
Want it quick and easy. But then we have our midtones. And that's where you get,
this
some
is where
contrast.
It's kind of tricky.
Yeah. So on a midtone, this would be something like midtones.
Okay.
See these here?
Uh-huh.
These are midtones.
Even
right?
though I'm seeing matte and shimmer at the same time,
right,
still
right.
both considered midtones.
Right. And on your midtones, these shadows like that, you can put them in the crease. It's going to add contrast. You can do kind of like the sideways check mark. It kind of goes like this. Or you can take it all the way across your eye, the eyelid, and use that. Depends on your eye shape.
Yeah.
You can also use those midtones to create a really soft ledge under your eye to pop the eye, right?
That's clever.
Right, so we can do that, and then you get into your dark tones. So your dark tones are like this.
Eggplant I see here.
Love that. There's an espresso brown. There's some over there, right? Any of these tones like that.
The ones that might scare you if you're kind of an eyeshadow newbie are probably the dark tones.
So what you could do is start that as a liner, and then you can move it into the outer fourth of your eye, and add some more drama. Adds a little bit more of a dramatic. Or if you're really bold, just go all the way across the eye, and it'll make a really dramatic eye too. And last but not least is the pop or the wash. So the pop or the wash are these shimmery colors that you can use kind of all over the lid. You can add it as a pop right on the top of your eyelid, just with your finger like that, or you can do it as a wash of color. Really pretty to open up the eye.
Yeah, you, when you were teaching me how to do my makeup, because people ask a lot, no, we do not get our makeup done here at KXAN and CW Austin, but Karen has taught us all how to use the makeup that we own to do our makeup the best way possible. And so I always think about it, you said put it right over, like when you close your eye, where your eyeball is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Another good tip is, now you could do this with a single shadow. You could hold up a single shadow like this and check it with your eye color because you want it to enhance your eye color, not fight it. And we all have a secondary color right next to our pupil. So you could try to match the secondary color next to your pupil and make sure that whatever your eye color is, that it complements it. Not that you hold the palette up and then you're fighting, like, which do I look at? Do I look at the eyeshadow or do I look at that, that?
And we've stuck a color wheel up here because, for example, I actually, because I have, some green in my eyes, I go through red and purple, pinky stuff, and it makes my eyes look greener.
Absolutely, because you're doing complementary colors. Yeah. So it's fun to look at a color wheel. It's super important as a makeup artist or any type of artist to know your color wheel. Know your primary colors, your secondary colors, know what monochromatic is, and play with that wheel. But above and beyond that, it's fun just to play with the products. So
it is fun.
Right. I thought, if you want to take a color, you see this, right? I'm just going to go into this one. Because people go, oh my gosh, that looks so scary, right?
Sure.
And I'm going to take it across my wrist.
Wow, that's a beautiful color.
Look.
Yeah. Oh, how fun is that?
Right? This is my best bridal palette. It's a Pat McGrath. I've got a lot of different palettes up here, right?
Yeah.
And then if you want, you can also go, let's see what's something, let's do, I don't know, I'm going to go into this pink one right here.
Yeah.
Right?
And just trying it out on your skin tone.
Right. And you see, it really isn't that big,
just,
right?
Yeah, so you see how much opacity you've got, how transparent the color is, that sort of thing.
And you see these charts. I mean, we are so fortunate that cosmetic companies now give videos. They will match the color and show you how to use it on Instagram and everything. And 9 times out of 10, if you're on a site looking at colors and palettes, they're going to have hands up like this, different tonalities of skin with the colors.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to test it and not be scared. But whatever you do, you want to have fun.
Yeah, I think that's actually your last tip, isn't it? Just have fun.
Have fun. You can build on it. If it doesn't look quite right, go lightly and you can add more if you love it. If not, take it off or put another color over it. Just have fun. Don't be scared of it.
I love hearing that from someone who really knows her stuff. Karen, thank you as always. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Learn more about Karen's brow expertise, something we didn't even touch on today, but she is the best, and all the services she offers by going to kissandmakeup.com. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Kiss and Makeup. This segment is sponsored by Corrective Health. Peripheral neuropathy can affect anyone, but older adults are more likely to have it. Here to talk to us a little bit more about how to treat this condition this morning is Dr. Jared Bagley, founder of Corrective Health. Doctor, good morning, and let's talk about the actual definition of neuropathy.
So neuropathy, it occurs when you've got damage of the myelin sheath surrounding the nerves. And what happens is people tend to get sensations such as burning, tingling, numbness. It progressively just gets worse with time.
Where do they tend to feel kind of the pins and needles, the tingling?
Usually it's going to be the hands and fingers. There's different types of neuropathy, but peripheral neuropathy in the hands, fingers, feet, and toes are typically the more common areas.
And people might have been dealing with this for a long time before they decide to reach out for help. It might be kind of scary for years, and you start to feel things are getting worse. Can it ever be fatal?
You're right. It can be a frightening situation when you have numbness and tingling, and these symptoms tend to get worse. In many cases, they've just put it off. They think it's going to get better with time, and unfortunately, it doesn't. It is a progressive condition, and it does get worse with time. It typically isn't a fatal condition, but it is attached to some conditions that, if left unchecked or untreated, can get worse and be a problem.
People might have been putting it off. Maybe it'll get better. Can it actually go away without treatment, neuropathy?
Typically not. Usually what I tell patients is if wherever I see them, that's probably going to be the best that they ever are, because this is a progressive condition. And unfortunately, it just gets worse with time. So if you're not going to treat it, it's just going to progressively get worse and worse as time goes on.
How do you treat neuropathy here?
So one of the therapies that we use within our neuropathy reversal protocol is shockwave therapy. It's a regenerative therapy, and it's non-invasive. We use it to help regrow the vascularity in the area. It recruits stem cells and progenitor cells that help speed up the recovery and the regenerative process within the soft tissue in that area.
Can shockwave therapy be used for anything else?
We use it very successfully to treat back pain, for shoulder issues, for knee pain, plantar fasciitis, as well as carpal tunnel.
People want to learn more if they are ready to talk about some treatment options. I hear you have a $49 neuropathy special.
Yes, that includes the initial consult where we sit down and discuss your health problems or concerns. It also includes a detailed examination where we determine how much nerve damage that you have and whether or not you're a candidate. And it also includes the consult where we'll sit down and go over all of your results as well as the recommended treatment protocol for you individually.
Don't live in pain another day. Give Corrective Health a call at the number on your screen or go to correctivehealthatx.com and schedule your $49 neuropathy special. This segment is sponsored by Corrective Health.
Welcome back, everybody. Just a reminder, Earth Day is tomorrow, April 22nd, and the Trail Conservancy is creating some really fun ways to help our planet through their events. Julie Fisher, CEO of the Trail Conservancy, and Heidi Anderson, Senior Director of Public Affairs at HEB, are both joining us to talk to us about it today. All right, y'all, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having us.
Good morning. Lovely to have you both. All right, Julie, we're coming to you first. Big question here. Why is Earth Day so important?
Earth Day is super important because it's just a great opportunity to bring awareness around what the Trail Conservancy does and just celebrate what we do year round, but as an opportunity to really highlight all of the work that we do with restoration and beautification and really bringing people in to volunteer is just bringing great awareness to the event.
Absolutely, and I think people almost take for granted sometimes like the beautiful green spaces that we have here in Austin, and actually it's kind of like a duck paddling underwater. Like there are entire teams, there are an entire organization or more that are trying very desperately to keep this place nice so that we can continue to enjoy it for future generations to come, right?
That's exactly right, and we have volunteer groups out there year round, but this is one of our biggest events of the year, and we're so grateful to have HEB partnering with us on our Earth Month sponsorship as a whole. But on Friday we have our cleanup, and then on Saturday we have a family-friendly celebration and another opportunity to learn with our BioBlitz.
We're going to talk about all of those, but first, Heidi, we're going to come to you as if I couldn't love HEB anymore. Go ahead and talk to me about why HEB wanted to get involved with this Earth Day work.
Well, you know, at HEB we love to say that we sell groceries to support communities, which is really what we do. And so we have a lot of pillars that we support, but the environment, conservation, sustainability is top of the list for us. And we show up in a lot of different ways to support that work, whether it's our food donation program, where we donate back about 30 million pounds of food a year versus sending it to the landfill. We just finished our school plastic bag recycling program. We don't have the final counts yet. We do it every spring. Last year, we recycled over 5,000 plastic bags.
Wow.
So exciting. We work on renewable energy. We're working on installing solar panels on our stores. So we're really committed to this work. We've given about $20 million to over 500 environmentally conscious nonprofits over the last 10 to 12 years. So the Trail Conservancy is an ideal partner for us. So when they called and said, hey, the biggest Earth Day cleanup in the city this year, we need a presenting sponsor, we said, sign us up.
Oh, that's wonderful. And it means that this is going to be a big event. So talk to us about what's happening on Friday, Julie.
Sure. On Friday, we have our cleanup across 3 different sites. So we'll be with the Rowing Dock, Epic Sup, and then on Festival Beach. So we'll have 2 different volunteer shifts, one in the morning starting at 9 and one in the afternoon starting at noon. So we'll have opportunities for people to get out in the water in addition to a land cleanup.
Wonderful. And an Earth Day Jubilee around the corner.
Yes, and on Saturday we'll have an Earth Day Jubilee, which is a family-friendly festival where we'll have a lot of free, fun activities. We'll have baby goats out there, which
Precious.
is extremely popular and always asked for.
Very natural lawnmowers, I will say.
Exactly. And we'll have face painting and great music, and we just really welcome everyone to come out, and that's from 10 to 1 on Saturday.
It's so important that we teach kids young, right? Because if they get involved in knowing about taking care of their environment, they're going to grow up to be very aware, very plugged in adults, right?
Exactly, and that's where we want the families to bring out their kids and just bring that awareness that, you know, they may use the trail and go ride their scooter or their bike, but then really have an opportunity to enjoy the space with some fun activities is a great chance.
I think that's amazing. Yeah, okay, Heidi, how is HEB involved in the Jubilee?
Well, we're going to be involved in both days, actually. We've got a big gaggle of volunteers, HEB partners coming out.
In the red shirts, you can always see the HEB involvement.
We'll be there on Friday, and then on Saturday at the Jubilee, we're going to have a delivery truck filled with individual HEB bags of trail mix you can stop by and get. We're rolling out our brand new recycling bag, reusable recycled bag for Earth Day. We're going to be handing those out at the red HEB tent. And then also doing some sampling of our new sustainable Field and Future line.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I've been checking out that Field and Future
good
line.
stuff.
This is good stuff. Yeah, absolutely. All right, Julie, Earth Day Bio Blitz. When I thought you couldn't have enough activities.
Exactly.
We've got another one.
We have something for everyone. And this is a really great opportunity for people who want to learn more about the biodiversity on the trails. So plants, bugs, different species. It's an opportunity to come out and learn from experts. So you'll be paired up with different experts to talk about those specific areas on the trail, and it's part of a larger group with iNaturalist where we're really identifying these species year over year.
And doing everything we can to help support them because, for example, it always comes up, golden-cheeked warbler,
Yes.
native central Texan, they can only come from here. So important to continue to support the nature that we've got around us. If people can't make any of these events, Julie, even though they're set over multiple days, what are some other ways they can support y'all for Earth Day?
Sure, they can visit our website at thetrailconservancy.org, and we have recurring volunteer events, opportunities to give back and donate and sign up for our newsletter, so they'll always get those upcoming events.
Lovely. And Heidi, Trees for Texans.
We're really excited about this program. It's really gained momentum over the last few years. The grant awards just opened up. The application is available through May. Any organization that wants to plant native trees can apply through the Trees for Texas program on the HEB website and get a $5,000 grant.
That's amazing. Okay, you guys are both doing such wonderful things for our city and our state. Thank you for what it is you do, and we appreciate your time.
Thanks
Thank
for having
you
us.
so much.
Of course. All right, to learn more about how you can get involved, head to thetrailconservancy.org. Happy Earth Day. This segment is sponsored by Plexiderm.
Good morning, everybody. Hey, we have a birthday every single year, and I think it's on that day that you really start thinking, oh no, the time is passing. But that may not necessarily be the reason that you're looking a little bit older when you take a little peek in the mirror. It's a virtual world. We're just seeing a whole lot more of ourselves nowadays. And nobody knows that better than our friend Scott DeFalco, who's going to tell us a little bit more about Plexiderm this morning. Scott, hello.
Rosie, great to be with you. Yeah, those birthdays, they seem to come quicker every year. The number goes up, and people have the misconception that just because they're getting older, or maybe that they have too many wrinkles, that they can't deal with them. And that's just not true. With Plexiderm's new rapid reduction serum, we're going to reduce the appearance of all the key signs of aging in less than 10 minutes, Rosie. It is the in the moment, I need results now product, and it's completely topical. That's why people love it, but we're going to jump right into the before and after pictures so people can see how effective this product will be.
Absolutely. In fact, this is one of my favorite things to do is when you're on Amazon or something like that, I want to see the before and afters. So this is going to be one of my favorite versions.
The proof isn't in the pudding, it's in the pictures.
It's in the pictures. Okay, we got Laura, we got Penny, we got Rose.
Three lovely ladies right here that are dealing with issues, especially around the mouth. You can see it with Penny, and you can imagine how she felt after she put Plexiderm's rapid reduction serum on. I mean, it's a dramatic improvement, and to see it on your screen is pretty amazing, but to be there and witness it in person like I was, Rosie, it's mind-blowing. The people feel so much better about themselves, and all they do is put a small amount on that problem area, wait 10 minutes, and they're seeing the results you're seeing on the screen.
Absolutely. It's incredible that that's not retouched. It's incredible that we're just talking product photos. It's crazy stuff. Let's talk about Maria, Rita, Samantha.
This is actually my favorite montage, Rosie, because the reason why people originally turned to Plexiderm was for the three-dimensional bag. Now, these are three different ladies in three completely different age groups, spanning about 25 years. They have the dark circles, they have the under eye bags, but it didn't matter how old or young they were or the issues that they had. You can see what Plexiderm did for them. It completely got rid of the dark circles and the under eye bag. So people can get these issues at any age, really, even in their 20s, depending on genetics, lifestyle choices. Maybe they have allergies, didn't get enough sleep, but it does not matter with Plexiderm. It does not discriminate. We take care of all age groups for men and women.
I'm glad you brought up men as well, because our next montage includes Mona, Carol, and now we've got a man in the mix. We've got Don.
My guy, Don, you know, I love Don, and he had the forehead lines that he was dealing with, the deep set forehead lines, Mona with the under eye bags, and Carol with the laugh lines around her eyes and those crow's feet. I want to talk to the guys right now, Rosie, because there's a misconception out there, again, for the men that, you know, they can't get female products, or, you know, that they shouldn't use them and this and that. That is out the window, fellas. It's okay for you to take care of yourself and look better. And for that, you're going to want to use products like this, or what people normally refer to as women's products. They're not just for women, they're for everybody. The men make up a big part of our fan base with Plexiderm, because with our new serum, it goes on clear. So there's no chalky white residue, so men can put it on. It's like a moisturizer. It goes right into your skin. So that's one of the reasons why men love it. And for the females out there, the number one question I get, the number one question I get is, do you have any free samples? And the second question I get is, does this work with makeup? And again, it works great with makeup because it goes on clear. So ladies, if you're watching right now, put Plexiderm on a clean, dry face, wait 10 minutes, then use oil-free makeup as normal. I want to stress that, because anything that has oil in it will counteract the effectiveness of Plexiderm. So put on oil-free makeup, and you're going to get up to 10 hours with the results, Rosie. That's another thing people love about this product.
Amazing. Okay, our last little set here. Ellen, Robin, Jill.
These are three different ladies again. This is a perfect example of how Plexiderm's new serum is working on all the key signs of aging. They had more than one issue they were dealing with. So it's not just the under eye bag. Again, it's the forehead lines, it's the crow's feet, it's those pesky laugh lines around your mouth, and also a real underappreciated part of your body that with aging is an issue, Rosie, loose skin under your neck. That's a big one. And the reason why this serum is so effective is because we've added peptides and collagen to the formula. So we're talking moisture in your skin, we're talking firmness. That's why you're seeing that nice, youthful, glowing look in the before and afters. And again, that's why this product is lasting so long, up to 10 hours with the results. As I stated earlier, that's because of the collagen we've put in the new formula.
Let's talk about other reasons why Plexiderm has such a huge fan base.
Number one, for me, or at least from what I've heard, completely topical. No painful injections or expensive doctor visits. People don't have to go through that. You know, there's three things in life I'm afraid of, Rosie. Number one is sharks. Number two are snakes. Number three are needles. So when you look online and they say, oh, you can do minimally invasive procedures. Anything that involves putting a needle into my face is majorly invasive. So the fact that we don't have to do that with this product is the number one thing people love about it the most. The fact that it works so quickly and the fact that it lasts so long. That's really what's differentiating this product.
Not only that, you guys always try to make it special. You have something special going on right now.
This is our biggest discount ever. So this is the Plexiderm 6 application trial pack. Okay, I'm holding it in my hand right here. You can see the 6 applications. So right now, Rosie, this is $14.95. Plus free shipping with a 30-day money-back guarantee from the day you receive it. But trust me, you're not going to need to use that. You're going to love this product. We also, if you want to just dive into getting a full bottle, we have 50% off a full bottle of Plexiderm, or maybe if you've been a user before and want to start up again, it's really 2 different options that are great. But this trial pack, if you just want to try to see how effective it'll be for you, it's very affordable. Again, $14.95 plus free shipping. The only way to get that deal is to call that 1-800 number that's right there on your screen. That's 1-800-727-6719. You are a phone call away from forgetting about the number on your birthday. You're going to look 10 to 20 years younger in just 10 minutes.
Makes it easy to say yes, Scott. We always appreciate your time and your charisma. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Great to be with you as always, Rosie.
You can try Plexiderm today for just $14.95 with no automatic shipping by visiting plexidermtrial.com or by calling 1-800-727-6719. You will also receive free shipping by ordering right now. Again, go to plexidermtrial.com or call 1-800-727-6719. This segment is sponsored by Plexiderm. Welcome back, folks. Are you looking to get more grounded and actually spend your weekend relaxing? There's an event coming up at the Line Hotel led by local yoga instructor and licensed therapist Sonali Krish. It's called Om, right? Am I saying that right? Yes. Om, Sweet Om. Very cute. And she's joining us today to tell us more. Good morning.
Good morning.
Why don't you tell me a little bit more about yourself and how you got into what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm Sonali, and I find it to be my lifelong mission and dharma and purpose to guide souls and human bodies on their way home to themselves, on their journey home to themselves in this relationship with themselves through the lens of their body, their mind, their breath, their spirit. And the idea is I'm here to hold space for you, space with you in mind, for you to drop into various lenses of healing and therapy and modalities to see what sits for you, to see what brings you home.
We were talking off camera about, you know, you never know what could be the thing that really gels for you, the thing that really speaks to your heart, because you said the most important relationship is you. And I think so many of us stop doing that. We become dysregulated because we're putting family first, we're putting partner first, we're putting work first. So coming back home to you, I think, is a really powerful message. Talk to me about what people can expect at your upcoming event, because it's happening this weekend, and it should be a really good time.
It is a sweet, sacred time. This will be our 8th Om Sweet Om at the Line Hotel. It runs from 4:30 to 6:30, and each one focuses on the art of something that facilitates the return home. So we've had the art of self-love, the art of smudging, the art of sacred flowers, and this weekend is the art of rooting. So we'll begin, as we usually do, with meditation, breath work, sound healing, Reiki, which is an ancient Japanese traditional hands-on and hands-off form of moving energy in the body.
Cool.
And then the special twist for this weekend is the soil and seed ceremony. So everyone who attends will get their own soil and seed, and we'll have a planting and intention ceremony to close it off.
Oh, I think that's wonderful. Then maybe you'll be able to come back to the Line Hotel and see something blooming before too long.
Absolutely.
Oh, I think that's sweet. Okay, you brought a demo for us today. We're looking at these beautiful sound bowls. I know that they make different sounds, different frequencies, but can you tell me what that actually means to us? Yeah.
So I like to think of sound baths as a bath or a rinse for your nervous system. And so all of the instruments, and these are just a few that I offer, hold a particular vibration, resonance, and frequency.
Okay.
And so you can look at it through the lens of the nervous system, where when you're immersed in sound, your heart rate slows down, you're taking in less oxygen, so your muscles soften. Your brain gets the message that you're safe. But if you're looking at your chakras, your energetic worlds in your bodies, we live in a world that's constantly fluxing and flowing. And so this is just a way for you to bring balance to those parts.
That's so cool. Okay, you had a little demo that you were planning to show us today. I cannot believe how loud these things get. If you wouldn't mind, take it away.
Let's do it. We can start with an intention in mind.
Okay.
So anything you want to call in, anything you're looking to hold space for, or maybe looking to release. Pull it into the seat of your heart and come home to the cadence of your breath. Maybe place a hand on your heart, another on your belly, and notice how it feels to arrive. And drop in with an inhale and an exhale. And be here with your breath as the sound showers you. Follow the pathway of sound with your mind's eye. And close with another breath in and out. From my wild soul to yours. Welcome.
Wow, I loved that. It is amazing how the sound filters through your brain in a way that no speaker can do, no other sound making machine can do. Those bowls are magic.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Always say, let the sound do what words can't, what thoughts can't, what actions can't.
That's so cool. All right, you've got individual offerings for our community. You are a licensed therapist. Can you just talk for a little bit about what it is that you offer?
Absolutely. So Everything I'm offering is through my platform, Sonashala. And so I'm offering therapy, yoga, meditation, sound healing, coaching, mentorship, events coordination. Really, I'm here to support you in whatever your visions and dreams are. And so again, it's a space with you in mind. So
It's so zen, even as you're talking. And you've got a new website to help people get in touch.
I do. It's called Sonashala. My name Sonali means golden. So Sonashala translates to golden home.
Oh,
It's the
I love
invitation
that.
home.
Thank you so much for sharing some of your expertise with us today, Sonali.
And thank you for having me.
Wow, I feel calmer. Don't miss your opportunity to attend this weekend's event and to get feeling more grounded. Head to thelinehotel.com to learn more. We have a lot of fun here on Studio 512. If you missed any of our great segments, be sure to check out our website where we like to post the fun things we do. Our feed covers content like arts and entertainment, food and drink, fashion and beauty, home and garden, stuff for kids and pets, as well as information from area experts. In addition, you can check out web-exclusive content that you can only find on Studio512TV.com. We also love to post behind-the-scenes funny moments, outfit inspirations, and more on social media. Find us by searching for Studio 512 on your favorite platform. You don't want to miss a single post. Be sure to follow us, check out our website, and watch us every weekday at 11 a.m. right here on CW Austin. Welcome back. Good news for all our Central Texas music lovers. The Austin Blues Festival is back this weekend, and it includes celebrating the iconic Antones' 50th anniversary. Will Bridges, co-owner and operator, and Mallory Bellinger, director of operations, are here to tell us more in matching jumpsuits, which I'm very jealous of. Y'all, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us, Rosie.
Good morning. So happy to be here.
Lovely to have you. All right, so we're going to talk first and foremost about the fest. Will, can we come to you and just give us a little reminder, if you wouldn't mind?
Yeah, so it's the third year of Austin Blues Festival at Moody Amphitheater at Waterloo Park, inspired by Antone's Blues Festival that Clifford did in '99 and 2000 at Waterloo Park.
And it's been 25 years since that, so I'm glad it's coming back around. But talk to us, Mallory, if you wouldn't mind, a little bit about what the fest is about, or Will, if you wouldn't mind.
Well, I just wanted to point out that this year is, a special year for Antone. So it's the 50th anniversary of Antone's. We've got a lot of special projects going on throughout the whole year. So the fest is a 50th anniversary edition of Austin Blues Festival with an all-star jam spanning both days with tons of incredible musicians making special appearances.
Well, that's going to be so exciting, and Antone's, of course, is so historic to anyone who's lived in Austin for even 10 minutes. You learn pretty quickly how cool Antone's is. What makes this year's festival so different in the way that you guys are combining the 50th anniversary and the fact that you're rejuvenating the Blues Festival?
Well, like I said, this year's all about the 50th. So there's an Antone's All-Stars Jam that spans both days and has its own incredible lineup. Mallory will talk a little bit more about maybe some of the artists that she's looking forward to. But yeah, this is history in the making, Antone's 50th edition of Austin Blues Fest.
You definitely want to make sure you pick up some merch, guys, because it's only going to happen this one time. All right, Mallory, you said one of your favorite things is actually kind of picking out those acts that maybe people haven't heard of yet.
Yeah.
So, of course, we're going to have some big names along the way, people that are very well recognized. But talk to me about who you're looking forward to.
Yeah, for sure. So on Saturday, we'll kick off the day with a gospel soul artist named Elizabeth King.
Wonderful.
So it's just a really nice way to sort of get settled into the festival grounds, and you've got this big gospel sound going. And then after that, we'll be hosting an amazing band from Cuba named Orquesta Acocan. And they have like a Cuban mambo outfit. It's like, I think maybe 10 or 12 people. It's incredible. They've played the
Big
club
band.
before. They're amazing. And then not so underground, but I am super excited to see Lee Fields. I've never seen him before, and he's just, such a big name for us to be hosting. And that's all going to be on Saturday. And then Sunday, I'm really excited to have our own local ladies, Jackie Vinson and then Kelsey Wilson of Sir Woman. We'll also have Zydeco boss Keith Frank from Louisiana. And then last but not least, and of course I have to mention Miss Mavis Staples, who, she's had at least 70 years of a career in music, activist, queen, just, someone that I completely have always looked up to and really admired. And we had the pleasure of hosting her in the past at Antone's, and I'm so excited to see her at the festival.
And of course, Kingfish headlining night one. And for the All-Star Jam, it's Ian Moore and Cam Franklin and friends hosting the 50th All-Stars Jam on Saturday, and none other than Jimmy Vaughn and Gary Clark Jr. Co-hosting the Jam for Sunday night.
Wow. You have pulled some big names. That sounds like a ton of fun. And I can also see that there's a wide range in genres as well, right? I mean, we're pulling gospel in, we're pulling in rock, we're pulling Zydeco of all things. I love it. I think that's going to be a ton of fun. Mallory, let's also talk, if we can, about ACL live tapings. Will you tell me a little bit more about that?
Sure. So we have an Austin City Limits live taping with PBS on Monday, just following the festival, and that will feature our 50th anniversary Antone's All-Stars. So we will have folks like Muddy Waters' son, Big Bill Morganfield, Bobby Bland's son, Rod Bland, Lurie Bell, John Primer, who he has played in so many different blues outfits over the years, and he has said that he has always wanted to play Austin City Limits live. So we are so excited to be able to not only broadcast Antone's, but so many of these artists who have just dedicated their lives to the blues and are now, sort of receiving their flowers many years down the road.
Oh, I think that's wonderful. Yeah, so many flavors of blues. I just love it. Tickets are still available, you all, but first we got to make sure that we do a little shout through the megaphone.
Absolutely. Early bird tickets are sold out. VIP is sold out. Advanced tickets are sold out, but there is lower lawn and upper lawn and reserved available. And thanks to Clifford Antone Foundation, there's some specials still going on. AustinBluesFest.com. It's family friendly, hoping for great weather. Kids 8 and under are free.
You're going to hold it for me?
It's a tradition. You got to say, follow me to the Austin Blues Festival.
Follow me to the Austin Blues Festival. You guys are so awesome. I can't wait to hear the music. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Rosie.
Thanks so much for having us.
Of course. Get your tickets and learn more right now at austinbluesfestival.com.